Welcome back to the Miscellaneous Crew podcast. Yeah, man, we've been missing in action for a minute, man, but life been going on. We got COVID going on. Had a whole host of things going on, man, that put us on the back burner for a minute, but we're back now, man. So, Miscellaneous Crew back in full affection. Part of the crew, they missing today. Everybody had different schedules or whatever, but however, we had this schedule to go, so we're going to roll with it anyway. So we just welcome everything back, man. Miscellaneous Crew, we're back. I'm going to start off by just saying rest in peace, Bo. He one of the members of the Miscellaneous Crew. He's not in anymore. So rest in peace, man. Shout out. We're going to keep your name alive. We're going to keep your name alive, man. Shout out to everybody on the squad. P.O., Shmonte, a.k.a. Reality. JFinesse. He should be coming in, making his presence known in a few seconds here. Peaches, P.O., Jerome, Greg, and whoever else decided to join. Later Joy, we got a few, but we'll get back to my audience. So shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. So, a lot been going on since we recorded last, man. I lost my grandmother February, so that was a kicker. Everything, a lot been going on, man. But only thing remain constant is hip-hop. Music still going, music still popping, it's still producing things, so we still doing what we do. But while we on that subject of hip-hop, while we here on hip-hop, I just want to speak from the down south point of view and just how prevalent hip-hop is when it's created in a creative state. When the artist creates hip-hop as art, how it stays around, how it is consistent, its longevity, and it's always relevant. So since we're in the South, one of my favorite groups in hip-hop is Outkast, and I've been on Outkast for the last couple of days, and it really been refreshing just to listen to it, even though that music was made 20 years ago, 30 years ago, however long it been made, but it's refreshing to hear it these days, man. It's still relevant. You can pop it in now, and it can help you get through anything you're going on in these days. I've been on it, man. And one of my favorite Outkast hits that been sticking with me, I've been grinding to, is called Mainstream, off the ATL album, man. And I listened to it the other day, man. I listen to it right now. It will refreshing, man. How deep, and you can tell the heartfelt message, and them guys really put themselves into that music when they made it, man. It wasn't something you just walked in the booth and freestyled and walked out and went and had a good time. It was something well thought out, planned, and well executed. And since it was made that way, since it was created that way, it is able to be still prevalent, relevant in these times. So that's the type of music that are considered classics in hip hop. That it could be made in 1993, 1994, and here it is, 2021, and it still hits as hard as it hit back then, and comparing the state of hip hop today to the state of hip hop at that point, that's why we're here. Because music has taken I don't want to say a big turn, but it's taken a slight turn from what I think music is meant for. And what I mean by that is music has been around since the beginning of time. If you're a religious person, in the Bible, that's all we had as slaves. And in the Bible, that's all we had. And as slaves, that all we had was music. When we didn't have nothing that we reach deep in our depths of our soul, and we express ourselves through music. And to see what music is today, you gotta still respect it, and you gotta still enjoy it for the art that it is, because there are some artists out there that keep music true to its sense. But for the main point, a lot of people are just using it for a way of living now. Which is respected. Get your money by all means, get your money. But that's the music that you get when you listen to it for 2-3 months and you forget it ever came out. Because they doing the end. What's in now? The trend. Well, back when you go to the essence of music, when it's being created by thought, when it's being created by emotion and feeling, it's the artist putting his feelings on paper. You get Outkast. you get the Roots, you get Tribe, you get Goody Mob, you get those artists that timeless music, man. So, you know, I sit back and listen to music and you think, when music come out on the radio now, well, I hate the radio. But when music come out now, it's popular for a minute. It's gone after 2-3 months. And I want to get back to JFinesse. Come on, he in. I want to get back to the music that was heartfelt, the music that was created in thought. But I'm just speaking on music as an art form. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, man, you know, usually I would be biased because a lot of times, you know, Outkast, Goody Mob, especially them cats, man, they really, they almost feel a part of me because they spoke a lot of our stories. You know what I'm saying? When we was, you know, I guess being a part of hip hop in the southern, from the southern region, and you know, of course, you know, we love the New York hip hop, but when they spoke to us, it became something that was more than just us looking from the outside in, and they was kind of like speaking from our perspective,
right?
You know, and just like this right here, the Decatur song, man. Oh my goodness.
yeah.
But anyway, I'm almost biased sometimes because I feel like rappers should tap into the artistry, but it has evolved so much to the point where artistry is just one aspect of the music, because you got the business,
right?
And now we becoming more savvy to the business aspect of it, and you know, to your point, like, you know, I can't hate on that, and I had to learn that. There's a lot of music I don't like, but then it's cats that I respect from a business standpoint.
Right.
Like, I was never a big Gucci Man fan.
Right.
But I'm a fan of his hustle.
Yeah.
You know,
he made it be successful, even though you don't like it. He made it be successful.
And not to say that I don't like Gucci Man. None of his, he got some nice music. He got some good music, but you know, I just never was drawn to him in that regard. But I always paid attention to the way that he put people on and made people stars, and he didn't really it was effortless how he, you know, throwed a lot of cats in the game.
Yeah, he put his street hustle to work in the music game.
Yeah. So that's my spiel on it. You know, that's a 2 cents I kick with it, cause I mean, I tip my hat to the guys who are making a business, like even like the younger guys now. You know, your more independent artists that's coming up through the ranks and taking advantage of their social media platforms and monetizing their social media platforms, and then turning that into revenue, so they don't need no big corporations, so they don't really have to get locked in these messed up deals and whatnot. So that was one thing I think that they have the advantage on that a lot of artists prior to them didn't take advantage of. Yeah.
Imagine if we would have had that back in the day.
Right.
Because no, y'all guy can spit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all guy can spit. So imagine you able to put your game down back in the 93, 94 when we first connected, and you were able to just sit down on your phone and upload it to the cloud, and it was at the world feed to hear what you got to say.
Yeah.
I'm sure you still got some bars now. What's up?
Yeah. You know, man, I really ain't prepared right now. You know, I ain't really, you know, but yeah, they there. I mean, you know, in due time, I'm gonna get back to it, because I want to make sure I'm sharp. You know, my knife, you know, it done been through a couple of it been through a couple of fights, so you know, shit, it ain't as sharp as it should be. I want to give y'all, I want to give y'all the best of what I can offer, man.
I feel you, man. But I just want to introduce you to you, man. Let them check your pimping. You know what I'm saying? Let them check your pimping, your style, your flair. You know, JFinesse, he the fashionista of the squad, man. You know, he stay on point, man. Always in high school, you know. All the way from New York days, all the way back here, so he always do his thing, man. So shout out to JFinesse, man.
Good looks, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. And the rest of the crew, man, Shamonte, man, I've been checking him out on his Instagram. Y'all follow Shamonte on Unpopular Meter on Instagram, man. He doing his bike ride and calisthenics thing, you know.
Correct.
Where he take a ride on the bike and he just bust down anywhere. Prop his phone up and he get his workout on, and he looking good. He looking good. Shout out, man. Reality, man. He looking good. And he parks it. He ride the bike. You know, he listen to the hip hop like he always do, and he putting his workout in, man. He getting it on. So if y'all scrolling, man, check out Unpopular Media, man. Shamonte, it's just personal page, but he got a nice vibe, man. Bike riding calisthenics. Y'all workout geeks, y'all get with him.
Then I want to shout out my man Andre Atkins. Dre is Illmatic. I want to say it's Dre is Illmatic.
It's Dre _ Illmatic.
Yeah, Dre _ Illmatic.
Yeah, man.
And check him out on Mondays at 9 p.m. Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Monday Night Vibes. And he definitely gonna, you know, post some sauce in your hat, man. And I'm definitely, you know, I'm telling you, it's gonna be some stuff you never heard before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was just talking to Jay earlier before you got here about that, man. Since Dre, I've been watching Dre 88 do the Monday Night Vibes every Monday at 9 p.m. And I must say I'm impressed, man.
Yeah.
You know, I've been around that cat before. You know, we even met back in the day, but this is one of the first time I just had opportunity to tap in, and I'm so impressed at his musical knowledge, man. It's thorough. You know what I mean? He is diabolical with his music knowledge, man. You know what I mean? He displays that every Monday. I mean, he leave no genre of music unturned. He touch it all, and he always able to relate it back to hip hop. So check out Dre 88, Dre _ Illmatic. If you can't find that, check out Miss Crew. You'll find him on there. But Monday Night Vibes, 9 p.m. And he played this straight off vinyl. Straight off vinyl. No CDs, no 8-track. Even if y'all know what an 8-track is, no cassettes. So y'all check him out, man. Dre 88. Dre 88.
Yeah, man. And you know, shout out to the rest of the crew, man. You know, and then I was talking to Dre the other day, and he was talking about him and P.O. was doing the bike riding and whatnot. You know, they did about, I want to say maybe like 10 miles. You know, I want to get on some of that action, man.
Yeah, no more healthy, huh?
Yeah, I want to get, cause you know P.O. an athlete. You know what I'm saying?
No more healthy, man.
You know, shout out to Peaches. You dig? And
she doing her thing. You know, her boutique in Atlanta, man. She making that work too.
Okay.
So y'all follow Peaches at Peaches912 on Instagram. Check out, man, for female clothes, boutique style. Check out Peaches at Peaches912 on Instagram.
Yeah. Man, my man Greg Alexander, you know, hard at work, and man, you know, he family man right now, which, you know, I love it. Because I feel like, you know, that's what we didn't evolve into that too, you know, these days. You know, we much more than just creative minds. We family men at the end of the day. You know, we do this for the family, man. So that's what it's all about, man. You know, Miscellaneous is a family as well. So, you know, that's why it's always good to, you know, kind of have a meeting of the minds, man, and you know, just swap ideas so we can understand the value of what we have here. You know, because Miscellaneous is something that it's self-descriptive. You know, it's a variety of a lot of good vitamins and minerals, and you know, a good mixture of things that's good for your body, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it.
It definitely is, man. Because I met you guys at a time in my life where I was more or less stuck. You know what I mean? I had just returned home from, you know, and most of my immediate friends were, you know, still doing what they were doing or whatever. And I ended up kicking it with P.O. and what led me with y'all guys. Y'all guys welcomed me in with open arms, man. And, you know, I admired you guys a lot, you know, because we came from different backgrounds and everybody was totally different. But we all able to mend together, man, and have a good time and create a bond that we didn't even speak or see each other for years, but yet we still came back together for the podcast, and it's just like riding a bike. We right back there, man.
Yeah.
To you know, just bonding over music, how it affects us and how it. Cause music affect everybody.
Yeah.
Whether they enjoy the craft of it, and that's why we're here now. But you know, music affect my mood every day.
Correct.
I started out today, man. Get my motivation on, man. Bumping that freeway. You know, which is underrated, man. Underrated. I think he should still be around, man.
Yeah, was that first one?
Yeah. No, actually, I was on the state property. The state property.
Okay.
Yeah, state property.
Okay. I can dig
So,
it.
what you listening to right now?
Now, I'm listening to a lot of different stuff, man. I've been on old school, like, you know, a lot of that stuff my parents listened to back then, man, like Atlantic Star. But, you know, the Atlantic Star,
Yeah.
and they got, you know, they definitely got a catalog way deep. And as far as hip hop though, I'm definitely on that Griselda.
On the Griselda, okay.
On that Griselda, man. Them cats right there, man. They breaking the mold, man, and they ain't leaving no crumbs on the table.
Yeah, y'all send me a couple of links, man. Let me check them out, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of behind on the Griselda right
Okay,
now.
yeah, man. Them Griselda cats, man. Like, I look at them like the new maybe Mobb Deep / Raekwon. It's that street hip hop with a lot of grit, but the visual is very high fashion and
Right.
artsy. The same stuff that, you know, we subscribe to. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I love about Griselda, man. They got the best, like, you know, I guess for lack of a better word, like the best of both worlds, because they really high fashionable guys, but they gutter, but very well polished as it pertains to how they move and how they put out their work.
Yeah, what's they? You follow them on IG? They got IG?
Griselda, you know, who is Conway with Conway?
Conway the Machine.
Conway the Machine. Who is Conway? I think it's who is Conway. Conway the Machine, I want to say.
Okay.
West Side Gun and Benny the Butcher.
Okay.
And they all collectively have several different projects that's out right now. They got.
Cause I'm doing my homework there. I'm on that Griselda, man.
Yeah, that Griselda, man, them boys is tough, man. I'm definitely digging on my man Freddie Gibbs. He got that project. That project is dope that he got. Who else? Who else I'm digging on nowadays, man? Oh, my man. For instance, Currency.
Oh yes.
Currency.
Yes.
Yeah, man, that's a name you can trust too. I think he's very underrated, but a lot of the spitters, man, salute Currency too, because I even remember Kendrick Lamar referencing him in one of his later songs, his newer songs.
Right.
He said, "I'm the currency of Compton."
Yeah.
On that, I want to say, "Don't kill my vibe," or whatever. But yeah,
it's funny that you brought Currency up because that leads me to who I've been listening to lately, man. A guy by the name of Larry June.
I hadn't heard of him.
Yeah, Larry June. He from California, Frisco to be exact, but by way of Riverdale. He lived in Riverdale for a minute, but matter of fact, that's him there. Don't listen to.
Okay.
Yeah, so he on the same frequency as Currency, Wiz Khalifa, Devin the Dudes, with mellow beats, speaking, stuff that I relate to, You know what I'm saying? You know, speaking on, you know, staying out the way, taking care of your family, getting your money, getting high and enjoying life. You know what I mean? So y'all check him out, Larry June, man. He's on Instagram as Larry June. But when I just learned about it from an Orange Print album, man. But and I thought he was new, but man, he got several projects. And I've been riding through them, and I'm telling you, I've been listening to Larry June for about 3 months straight. And I ain't tired of it yet. Yeah. And but he definitely my type of guy, my type of rapper, beat wise, lyric wise. You know, might be like a Too Short type fella, man. You know what I'm saying? So you know, he definitely in my role that strong.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I'm popping to right now, though. Yeah, Larry June, man.
No doubt. Okay. I never heard of him, but it's easy to listen to. It's easy to like. So who else you got on your radar though?
On my radar right now, I've been on some, not just hip hop though. You know, I've been in I like neo soul. I'm a music guy, but I've been we gonna jump out there. I've been on Snow Allegra.
Oh yes, I love her.
I've been heavy on Snow Allegra, man. Guapole. So that's the kind of zone I've been in lately. You know what I mean? I've been in a more when I've been listening to rap, it's been Larry June. When other than that, when I'm in my zone, I've been checking out that Snow Allegra, her.
Yeah.
Her. Oh my God.
Oh man, just them three alone right there. Man, I don't mean to cut you off, but they kind of give me a Sade feel.
Right.
Like that Snow Allegra and what's the other girl name?
Guapole. Yeah.
Yeah. Her and her. Yeah.
Right.
She's very melodic. Her music is it's almost psychedelic.
She's super talented, man. Yeah. She write, she produce, she play instruments, and to be honest with you, she give me a Prince vibe. She is an artist that will be here forever.
Yeah.
And she's only 24. On her third album. And I learned about her on her second album. And I went back and listened to her first album. And then when the new album came out, listening to that, and they no skips. So her is definitely my favorite artist right now in the music industry right now, hands down. She is doing her thing, man. Shout out to her. I follow her on IG. I'm sure everybody else does too. But yeah, check out her, man. She's nice, man.
Yeah, she's dope.
So what other new music I've been listening to though? You know, Meek Mill just dropped a new project. Drake dropped a new project. And since Kanye dropped a new project titled Donda after his mom.
What you think about Kanye new?
I couldn't get into it, man. He had maybe 2 tracks that I was able to just listen to. And to be honest with you, I didn't get the rest of it a chance. You know what I mean? It came on sounding like a seance almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, but I gave it a chance. I wanted to listen to it because it was Ye. You know what I mean? And it was so hyped up. He had put a lot of work behind it, so I wanted to check out the project, but it didn't grab me.
Yeah, I can understand why you say that. You know, due to the fact that Kanye, you know, ain't what he's not now what we was looking for, you know, from College Dropout and Dark Twisted Fantasy and all that good stuff. But I was digging it though. I was digging it, you know, because I try to give Kanye, you know, a chance to, you know, express himself without being so objective about it. Because, you know, we all going through shit, but I try to understand the why, you know, in what he does, if that makes sense.
Right.
Meaning, you know, like, you know, because you know, you look at him and you be like, damn, you know,
he definitely
you
in his
know,
own lane.
I mean, you know, where you get this shit from? Okay, I mean, come on, man. You could have pulled, you know, you could have pulled a better shit out the hat than that.
Yeah, he definitely in his own lane, man.
But I'm trying to, you know, I'm definitely trying to be less judgmental about it, and you know, I mean, I dig it. I dig it though. I ain't gonna lie, I hadn't really gave all of it a chance, but I'm trying to really, you know, absorb it for what it is. You know, because a lot of shit that he does I don't like, you know, but Kanye is definitely one of my favorites in terms of, you know, artistry and, you know, production and shit like that, because he got the ear and he's definitely a visionary, right, you know, in his own right. But, you know, I just, you know, I want my man to find, you know, find some peace and, you know, get better, you know, because I just think that he's just going through a lot, and I don't know if he got the right kind of support around. Yeah.
And who knows what a $1 billion worth of pressure can bring, man. So shout out to Kanye, man. Do your thing, man. We hope, you know, we watching you, we with you. Even though, you know, I wasn't a big fan of the project. I'll probably go back and get another shot later, but right now, you know, I'm on a thumbs down.
I get it.
But you gotta respect his hustle, man. You gotta respect.
Oh yeah.
You know, his confidence, man. You gotta respect that.
Oh yeah.
But throwing down on the project for me and Kanye. So, but at the same time, you know, your boy Drake came behind. You know,
yeah.
They came behind with the SLB, Certified Lover Boy. You know, Drake can't miss. Singing Drake, you know, people separate the singing Drake, the rapping Drake, but for the high scheme of things, he never misses, man. You know, he always gonna be in the top, you know, whatever. Even though it'll be commercial top, but he be in the top. So, shouts out to Drake.
Yeah, man.
And that project, I'll take that over Dongle.
Okay.
I'll take that over Dongle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they came out about the same time. I'll take that over Dongle. He definitely has some nice production on that album, and you know, but that's what we expect from Drake, man. You know, he got longevity. He one of the best to do it. So, you know, shout out to Drake.
Yeah, Drake, yo, he a name you can trust, man. So in terms of, you know, in terms of music, you know, he gonna always, if he don't do nothing else, he gonna make them girls. He gonna talk to them girls. He gonna talk to them women.
Yeah.
So that's one thing about it. So you know, even if you don't like them yourself, you know, you can definitely play it while you with your lady, you know, and she gonna get into it. So he gonna set the tone one way or the other for you. You know what I'm saying? For lack of, but you know, I mean, I can respect what Drake does, but you know, I will say, when I'm riding, if I'm on a road trip, I know I'm about to, you know, do a little traveling. He might not be one of the first ones I go and click for my playlist. You know.
Who would that be?
Man, I'm still on Jay-Z, man. Like, you know, I guess I'm just a creature of habit when it comes to certain music, man. But that Reasonable Doubt.
You can't never go wrong. You can't
American
go wrong with
Gangster,
classic.
man. Oh man, American Gangster. It just means so much to me, man. Cause you know, I was going through some times, and I guess, you know, that music bring back the feeling. When you was going through certain things, and the music that you were listening to while you were going through certain things, bring back those feelings, and for you to be able to have healed from certain experiences while you were listening to that music, it kind of
completes you.
I guess so. You know, it completes you, and then it reassures you that, you know, man, I'm here and I'm still, you know, I got the tools to keep moving. You know what I'm saying?
And that is what music is for.
Yeah.
That's what music was for, man. You know, I was talking earlier right before you walked in, you know, during the hardest time in the history of the earth, through the biblical days, through slavery days, music was always there.
Yeah.
Always. You can't count a time in history and music wasn't there.
Correct.
And and that's why we met so well. We can appreciate that part of music.
Yeah.
Not just for the feel good moment, not just the dance cause most of my best music you can't dance to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's why a lot of artists get shown because you can't dance to their music.
Yeah.
And they get left out. But that's the beauty of music, man. That's the beauty of music. But hip hop, go ahead.
It's a cheat code to that shit.
Yeah.
It's a cheat code to that shit, meaning like the music that you love, that man, people may not be, it may not be popular, but you don't need no medication, you don't need no, you don't need no pep talks, you don't need no rehab. All you need to do is just relax, get to, get back to your true self and let the music absorb. And that, and it kicks something back into your DNA that probably would never happen if you never really paid attention to how it related to you.
Right.
So that's what I say is a cheat code about it, man. Because a lot of people get on medication, man, because they can't cope with life, man. And we use music as one of those, I guess, catalysts to help usher us through a lot of issues. Because, like I said, man, when I'm on, when I'm on a road trip, I'm traveling, man. It's just certain songs I'm just gonna go to, and it ain't even gotta be, like hip hop. It's like a lot of old school stuff, man. The old bands like
Cameo.
Cameo, yeah. That old Earth, Wind and Fire.
Midnight Star.
Oh man.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, the spinners and the stylistic
whispers, all that. Yeah. They can put you in there, man. They can definitely put you in the mood. And it's funny you say that when you use music like medication, because I do it prevalent.
Mm-hmm.
I have music that some music don't stand you with. When I say I'm stingy with it, I don't listen to it when I'm with somebody else. If I don't even want to share this moment with you, I don't even want to share this vibe. I don't even want to share this vibe with nobody but me. You know what I mean? So that's how tight I hold music in my life. You know what I mean? That if I'm in a certain mood or whatever, I can go to my music library. That's why when Beats came out with this before Apple bought it, it was the best thing I ever seen in my life. All the music was right there. That at your fingertips, you had any song that I couldn't even believe it. It was like the holy grail when I found it. You know what I mean? But I definitely have music that I'm just selfish with. I'm stingy with it. I don't even care if you ever hear this song. This is just for me and me only. And I got a whole playlist of it, man. So I definitely feel when you use music for medication. And that playlist gets me through tough time, but it also can help me celebrate the good time.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So, man, that's why we got this podcast, man. Because music is therapeutic. Music is motivational, spiritual. It really everything, man. It really everything, man.
Yeah, it can be your teacher, man. Music can definitely kind of recalibrate you, man. A lot of times, it helped me sift through a lot of thoughts when I'm, trying to do some self-inventory, because that's hard to do, man. Like, looking at yourself is hard to do. But if you can see somebody else feeling their pain out and relate to it, it kind of eases the tension of, like, damn, I can open up and admit to a lot of the things I need to develop on personally too, because I think that's a main thing that I think that's going on with us, especially as black men, because they try to put us in a box where we can't express ourselves, especially if we don't have no outlet. We can't really express ourselves emotionally and the way that we really feel, because being a black man in America it's something that hip hop was designed to tell our story.
Right.
Yeah, and so a lot of times that speaks to us, and we can kind of unlock if you allow yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just one of the things that I try to relate to in terms of and okay, for case in point, and like I say, that Jay-Z song I always refer to when I'm on road trips. It's on American Gangster. Track number 12 is called Bad Guy. I want to say Bad Guy.
Right. Exactly.
But it's not to say that take the term literally, bad guy. Right. What I'm saying is we being a public enemy as a black man in America. Right. And what you gotta know is people don't understand how that feels until you in them shoes. Cause some of the shit that you could tell a motherfucker, they would not believe it.
Right.
Yeah. You could sit there and pour your heart out to a motherfucker, man, and they won't believe that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I feel you on that. I've been around the block or two. I've been up and down on different type of things, but during those times, I've been in the box. You know what I mean? And I had the opportunity or put in a situation where I had to be, confined with people, men that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And more than one occasion, it happened to be a white man. Uh-huh. And once we were forced to be in each other's presence for an extended amount of time, we had no other choice but to get to know each other or to coexist. You know what I mean? And more than one time, I had them say, "Look, man, I never talked to a black person before. Other than saying hi and bye." And us being from the South, that just gives you an idea of what I'm saying when you got a white man, 40, 50 years old, who can honestly say that he never had the chance or never spoken to or ever wanted a chance to speak to a black man more than saying hi and bye. But once we were forced to talk to each other, know each other, he was like, "Man, I would have never thought, man. I would invite you to my table. I would invite you to my home to eat with my family, Before now, he wouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? So they're just speaking on, how being from different cultures, different races, and never had the opportunity to even mesh with each other. But music can bring you down. You know what I mean? Music can bring you down, man. So, like what Nelly did with
the country singer.
Yeah, with
I can't remember I know what you're talking about too.
Yeah.
I can't remember the song. Was it? It wasn't Garth Brooks, was it?
Yeah, it was Garth Brooks. I think it was Garth Brooks.
Okay.
Let me be right though. But I think when Nelly and Garth Brooks, but it was a class, it's a hit.
Yeah.
And, even though Nelly commercial, that song will be around for me.
Yeah.
But the thing was Garth Brooks though.
And funny that you say that. One genre of music that I never really tapped into was country. Yeah. And because how the history of America go. Ain't no mystery to this shit.
Right.
So, we never really fucked with country.
It was Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw,
yeah.
I knew it was one of them big dogs in the country field.
Yeah.
But anyway, never really got into the country thing because of how they looked at us.
Right.
But as I would listen to certain country songs, man, they be doing the same thing.
It's the equivalent to our blues almost.
Exactly.
Man, because they pouring their souls out.
Exactly.
In those songs. They be at their bottom. A lot of country music, they be at their bottom when they making those songs. You know what I mean? So if it hits your ears, I promise you relate to it. And something won't catch you. I listen to some country. I have listened to some country. I got maybe 2 or 3 on my playlist. But I can feel where you're coming from. But I'm down with it though. I'll take a look at it. K. Michelle is making a complete country album.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, she from Memphis, so right there close to Nashville. So country music in her soul. So she making a complete album of straight country music.
And I think she gonna get down on that.
Yeah.
Because, K. Michelle she definitely got a voice, man. And I really, like, and funny that you speak about K. Michelle because I got a love-hate with her music.
Right.
Not with her as a person, but as her music. Like her content to me is it's off the mark. So I just want her to get off of that.
She been hurt,
soft
man.
story shit.
She been hurt, man. She do a lot of quote unquote male bashing, man. But she been hurt. She damaged, man.
I get it.
She was damaged, but she healing now.
I get it.
She healing now. She had went and got the butt injections and all that stuff, man. But she had a point in her life now where she realized she didn't need all that.
Yeah.
So she went out and had them removed. That's why she sang her country music now, because she trying to be herself. She kind of being free.
Yeah.
So she going to her roots and she like country music. So I think she growing, but I definitely feel what you're saying because I tried to listen to her. I did listen to her. She had a lot of male bashing, you know what I'm saying? But you could tell she was damaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what good about that? You could tell it was real music. She wrote it. You know what I mean? It wasn't no.
Man, vocally,
yeah.
Man, she is phenomenal vocally. I mean, that girl, she destined to do this.
Right.
And a lot of women, man, that's blessed vocally, man, don't even get a chance to. So I can respect her spilling her heart out, because it's hard. I know it's hard to live your life in the public eye. Man. You know what I'm saying? And then be able to pour out your pain too.
Right.
Because kind of like Mary J. Blige, but Mary J. Blige, she kind of, she was in that lane for a minute, but a lot of Mary pick me up music, man, was second to none.
Well, her
like
greatest
Be
album,
Happy.
Her greatest album came out of her pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Her My Life album.
My Life. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It was never. I don't think I can't see nothing topping it. You know what I mean? I just can't see it. That album was the shit.
Man, from front to back.
Front to back. Yeah.
Front to back.
Yeah, and I kind of held her to such high esteem after that album that I was kind of disappointed sometimes. I can go through some of the other albums and pick a few, especially after Share My World. It kind of went.
Yeah,
but
fizzled.
Yeah, but that My Life album, that's a must-have at all times.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
have that.
It's definitely timely.
Well, what's up, man? Your boy 50, man, come out with the BML project. What you think about that? You liking that?
Man, I hadn't seen it yet,
Yeah.
but I heard a lot of good reviews about it.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of good shit about it, and I laughed because I was on the ground the other day and they were clowning Blue Da Vinci, man. They were clowning Blue, man. They was like, he on the outside looking in.
And snitching, you know what they say, right?
Oh my goodness, yeah, okay. And I ain't even really know.
Yeah,
I ain't even know, man.
That's what they got. He on the high side looking in, but he supposed to snitch or some shit. But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know the man's name to speak on it, so I can't speak on his name.
Yeah, they were saying he did. Well, I seen what he did a video talking about if they play with my name on this on this BML movie, I'm coming to see somebody.
Yeah.
But then they came out with a meme. You know how what was it? The 5 Heartbeats when he was playing Eddie Kane was going back trying to talking about getting back with the group. They had Blue Da Vinci face and Eddie Kane singing "Nights like this I wish." I mean, you know,
back on the score.
Yeah, man. If you ain't seen that shit, it might not be funny if you ain't seen that shit.
No, I seen the clip of it because he got that body head on Eddie Kane body. The head just
goodness, that shit was hilarious. But anyway.
I've been checking it out, man.
Shout out to 50 though, man. That nigga there, man, is a professional troll.
Yeah, he a marketing genius, man. He could be my homeboy, but he a marketing genius. You know what I mean? I couldn't fuck with the nigga.
Yeah.
I respect their hustle and their grind. The nigga smart as a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he'll counsel like me. You know, so I definitely understand what he's doing. I understand the movement, and I respect it to the fullest. But he couldn't be my partner, man.
Nah,
that nigga switch on you in a minute, man. That nigga give a fuck.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah.
That nigga don't give a fuck. But that shit he did, the Young Buck. Oh my God.
Yeah. And he be trying niggas up, man. Sometimes you have to, sometimes you have to snatch 50 by his collar, man, and let him know, man, like, hey, man, stop all that fucking playing, man. Ain't nobody gonna keep playing with you, baby.
I don't see a couple niggas you played with one time, then you left it alone. But I don't see that nigga answer careers.
Yeah.
I don't see him answer career, but he could
That BML shit, man. We gotta I'm gonna check that out, man. We gotta bring that up, man, when we talk about the next podcast. Cause that story, man, was pivotal and for that period of time.
That shit, that shit legendary, man. Them boy put some shit down. I only heard about it, I was doing my own bid when they actually was in this area, you know what I mean? That was in the city putting it down. But everything I heard about them guys, you gotta respect it, man. They got it.
Oh yeah.
They did every hood man dream, every hood nigga dream. They pulled that shit off on a massive level.
Yeah.
And I don't think we'll never see that shit again, man. Yeah, the old boy, man. Shout out, man, BMF, man. 100.
Man, shout out BMF, man.
Shout out to 50, man, for putting that project together.
Correct.
And, and all the other projects, because he bought the Empire. I don't even know what they I ain't heard about Empire in a minute. I think they canceled that, man. But yeah, man, that was happening. I've been on that.
Did you check the last verses out with Kane and KRS?
I missed it.
You missed it?
Yeah, I missed it.
I appreciated that. I appreciated that. Even though I felt like it wasn't a good matchup.
Yeah.
Cause I was hoping Rakim would go against Kane.
Okay. Yeah.
That to me that just
they more of a similarity of artists than
yeah.
They you can put them in the same genre. What about the Ja Rule Fat Joe, man?
Man, I thought that was an uneven matchup too.
Yeah, but what I think about that when I look at it, I give shots out to Fat Joe because I think he did it for a purpose. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I know that he knew that he didn't have the amount of commercial hits that Ja Rule got. Who was fucking with Ja Rule in the early 2000s? Nobody. Mm-hmm. Nobody was fucking with that nigga, man. Yeah, that Vita Veta Vinci album, Pain is Love album, No More Pain. That man had hits after hits after hits after hits. But Fat Joe still getting money.
Yeah.
And I think he say nobody ain't want to battle Ja because Ja had so many hits. I think he did it as a favor. Maybe, you know what I mean? Yeah, but it got a little tense in the heat of it because the competitiveness in it.
Yeah.
He was trying to find a way out because he realized he was in the headlock.
But see, Fat Joe, man, he come from a whole nother genre, man. Right. Fat Joe came out in the 90s. Yeah. So the shit that he could have came with, and that's why them matchups be so. That's why I felt like it was mismatched because Ja Rule was hitting in 2000.
Right.
Fat Joe came out, like with Joe the Fat Gangster, the Digging in the Crates, all that shit, and then Big Pun, Jealous Ones, Envy, Hustling is the Key to Success. He ain't even do none of that shit, see, but he was on his, on his grit and grind right then. Mm-hmm. But then lean back and then when he got back with Khaled, a lot of those hits starts. Even that didn't have the allure that them hits that Ja Rule was coming with because he was giving it to them women. And Shanti, we talking about Lil Mo. Man, and Ja Rule just, he kept it coming, man. And it made me, because I really wasn't no big Ja Rule fan, but I respected what he did.
Yeah, I fucked with Ja Rule heavy back then. I fucked with him heavy. He was in my rotation like at the top.
But him and 50 would have been a good versus.
Yeah, that would have been a good verse, but 50 so petty, he wasn't gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
He wasn't even gonna give Ja Rule that kind of light. You know what I mean? 50.
Yeah.
He's a special cat, man. You know.
Yeah.
He's a special cat, man.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna do that, man.
I get it.
Yeah, I get it, man. But yeah, man, you know, man, Miscellaneous Crew podcast. We just chopping it up, man, telling them what music does to us, what it means to us as usual. But you know, yeah, before we get out of here, man, what new rapper you listen to? Who you fucking with?
The new rapper?
Yeah, the new rapper, the mumble rap age, whatever they call it. You know what I mean? Because I don't find a lot of it, but I deal and dab, you know.
Well, a couple of guys, man. He ain't no mumble rapper, but I like that YBN Corday.
Oh yeah, I
That
like
young
him.
cat.
Oh yeah, he talk.
I like him. I like my man Lil Baby.
Oh yeah. I take Lil
His
Baby.
voice, man. His voice just sound good to me.
Lil Baby or the Baby? What do you take? Lil Baby or the Baby?
Give me. I like the Baby too now. I like the Baby too.
Yeah, Lil Baby or Lil Baby, pick one.
I like his character, but give me the Baby. I mean, no, Lil Baby. Give me Lil Baby.
Okay, I'll take Lil Baby too.
Cause he from the crib, and you know, he really spit. You know,
Right.
for the young cats. You
Lil
know, like
Baby is one of the few young rappers. If you listen to him, he got some substance to his music. He got some substance. If you listen to it, the Baby, he cool. You know, he like maybe a Ludacris type.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he can rap. He can rap. He's just more of a comedian type, you know what I'm saying? But he getting the grind on, he getting the hustle on, and he don't take no shit.
My boy is a thug to the heart.
He don't take no shit.
My boy be thugging, man.
Yeah.
I seen the Dave Chappelle skit, and he was like, man, how the Baby kill a whole nigga in Walmart, and y'all tripping about me, you understand me? Talking about transgender shit. Man, come on, man. Shout out to the Baby, man. Nigga that iron the nigga up in Walmart, man.
He was ironing nigga in Walmart. And now, he get on stage and say, you know, woo woo. They like to cancel him. They took him off. They took him off a whole tour behind this shit. But yeah, man, new artist, man, Lil Baby, Dub Baby, we fucking with you, man. We fucking with
Man. Shout out to the young niggas, man.
Yeah.
And then before I forget, it's some young cats out of Macon called the Martyrs. MARTAZ on Instagram. THE Martyrs. MARTAZ. Check them cats out, man. They from the crib, homegrown.
you. Is D Martin?
THE THE. I said THE. THE MARTAZ. The Martyrs. Dope. And they was doing some performing downtown. Is how I got wind of them. And they do a lot of open mic stuff around here. You know, they have like some spots downtown where they, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have them on. We're gonna have to have them on, man. We spoke
I'll reach out to him.
I spoke to Good Supreme today. He gonna come through.
Oh yeah.
Good Supreme gonna come through on the next one. Maybe Billy Sloan, if you get in touch with him.
Man, we gotta get Billy Sloan, man. He got motion right now.
Yeah, Billy Sloan, I like his music. I fuck with him. I listened to him first time downtown at the silent party. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he talented, man.
He one of my favorite cats.
Yeah,
man.
I like him, man. I got one of his albums on my playlist, so he tough. I like him. Shout out to Billy Sloan. Much respect. So we're gonna try to get the old guy through, man, so we can get the world a glimpse at some of the talent we got coming out of MacTown. You know, hip hop from a down south point of view. So we're gonna get them guys on, man. Let the world get a chance to see them. And we're gonna push on, man. You know, one more time, man. Miscellaneous Crew Podcast. Follow us on YouTube, Miscellaneous Crew Podcast. You'll see the yellow button, Miscellaneous. Follow us on IG at Miss Crew, MISCCRUR. Woo, fuck that up. MISSCREW, Miss Crew on Instagram, man. I'm JayFull424, and my boy JFinesse. And that's a wrap, man. Episode 2, Miscellaneous Crew Podcast, 100.
Peace, love, and Miscellaneous.